How's it going, mate?
Hey mate,
Oh,
good. How are we?
oh, good. It's good to hear your voice. It's been so lonely over here. The Christmas break, doing nothing. How's your Christmas? How's your New Year's?
I was pretty good. Just chilling out,
Yeah,
hanging with the family.
I'm guessing. I'm not guessing. Not much Rocket League being played during Christmas time.
No,
Yeah,
not much Rocket League for a while.
that seemed to be the case for most teams as well. Not too much scrims going on during, all the way from, like, I guess from the major, even like when the major was going on.
Yeah, pretty much. There was only like one or two teams scrimming.
Yeah. Is
That
that
was
like, is that affected people, or do you think it's like going to go straight back into it? There won't be a drop off.
That probably won't affect people. I don't know. We seem to get straight back into it pretty easily,
Yeah.
but I don't know. That's just us.
Is there been anyone like on the grind that you think might have used that opportunity to, I guess, leapfrog a bit?
I'm pretty sure Bliss was like the only team that was like hard scrimming like the whole time. I think, but I could be wrong in saying that.
Yeah. So maybe we see something. What do you think of Bliss?
Oh, you should be asking my teammates that, not me. They scrimmed them with our sub while I was away.
Ah.
Um, yeah, apparently we're never scrimming them again. So you can take that however you want.
Well, they're in chat. Sprat, Hawk, do you want to have any
It was good.
input on why we're no longer scrimming Team Bliss? We'll see what they have to say. But oh wait, here we go.
Oh.
Hawk, Bliss. Oh, well, you might be famous last words, Hawk. You always got to be a little bit careful. A little bit careful about saying that. They could be there to challenge you on the weekend. No? Very good. At least they're not in your group, so you're fine.
True.
What are your thoughts on your group? I feel like you'd be pretty confident, actually.
Well, if we play like we have over the last 2 days, then no. But if you go back to about 3 days ago, then yeah, we should be alright.
Yeah.
Bit of a rough couple nights.
What's happened the last couple of nights then?
I don't know. We just haven't been hitting the ball too well. Well,
All three
not
of
at
you, or
yeah, pretty much all three of us.
okay. I'm not throwing any single person under the bus.
We're getting flamed by Amphis.
Amphis. He did go to the most recent LAN. He managed to beat an APAC team and an OC team. Were you happy with the OC results? Were you upset that they kind of didn't come top 8?
I mean, no. I mean, I feel like I did expect Easy to get top 8. But, I mean, 9th is close enough.
Were you like actively cheering for them? Was there some camaraderie that once they got overseas?
My teammate is being monkers.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean, you always cheer for the OC teams, I feel like,
Okay.
so yeah.
Well, there's
What is
that sort
going
of
on?
like weird situation, right, where if they kind of like do well-ish, then they get a bunch of bonus points, but if they don't do well enough, they don't earn bonus slots for worlds. So it's like that's the interesting thing in my mind, like from a competitor, right?
Yeah. What is going on?
Yeah, they're just having a fight, but you know what? Amphis went to the major and you didn't, Hawk, so I guess you lost. You lost the argument.
They've been to the same amount of land, so to be fair.
That is very fair. And I will tell you what, when Hawk made it to LAN, he had to qualify number 1. You know, there was only one slot. Or wasn't relying on Renegades falling short either. It was just a hard yakka getting through there, you know? And now back to 5 years later, we'll look at actually this weekend. Is there somebody who you think are gonna do a lot better this split than they did last split?
Maybe wild card.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
I guess that's like a given almost, right? I mean,
Yeah.
not hard to do better and should do better. Do you think? Where do you think they're gonna slot in?
Probably somewhere in the top 8. You'd hope. I mean, you'd think, but oh, yep, Red Crown.
Red Crown. That's Pagsy, Tonio, and
Yep,
Vis,
Banana
right?
Head. He's a Noah.
He's a Noah. So Banana Head, we needed to get you on at some point, apparently, because yeah, that's a spicy one. Have you been like scrimming Red Crown at all? I'm assuming not.
No, I don't even. Do they even scrim? Is that bad that I don't know that? I don't know if
Yeah,
they scrim.
it's probably a little bit bad. It's good to scrim some of the like the lower end teams, I guess. Just like once, just to get a feel for their playstyle. I felt like when RLCS removed RLRS, when RLCSX was introduced, so many of the teams at the top, especially at EU, were surprised just by a different playstyle that came out of RLRS. So you never know. And hell, a lot of teams would have been surprised by Team Eros, I guess, in the last event.
True. Especially Gus.
Yeah, Gus was great in those in the quarterfinals. That was 4 years ago, mate. That was literally a year ago. year and a half max.
What the hell, Hawk?
Oh no, Hawk's getting old. Passage of time. It starts to speed up. It starts to feel faster the older you get. Poor lad. So in your group, Riot Gaming, you guys have got a pretty decent record against them.
I think we lost to them the first time and then we've beaten them since, but
yeah.
could be wrong.
Is it? Well, I guess day one's pretty high pressure now, just to try and get that number 1 seed.
I don't know. We just be happy with making it through. I mean, we should make it through.
Yeah. If you don't make it through, there's a problem.
Yeah. A big one probably. They'll have to fly over Garrett G. Apparently, he's replacing me.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately. As much as your teammates would love that.
No, Sprat seems pretty confident that's occurring.
Okay. Have you fixed Hawk yet?
He was fixed, but see, he's on the way.
Okay.
What clip? I don't have a clip, Sprat. Go clip it and send it to him.
Yeah, Sprat, send the clip. But so Hawk was fixed. Now
he was fixed.
Unknown whether he is fixed or not, or now definitely not fixed.
Look, he's fixed, but sometimes he's unfixed. Like that one clip earlier. Where I was having a peek of my career in scrims, and he's just, well, sent me and the ball to the moon.
You're fixed.
Sprat couldn't help but die of laughter.
Yeah. Hey, that happens. It's very unfortunate. Well, you guys have actually stayed together, so I'm proud. I'm proud of all of OCU right now. The top 6 have stayed together. This is a miracle. This is like the thing I've always been dreaming of. Were you going to kick Sprat, and you just couldn't find anyone better, or how'd that happen?
Why are you targeting Sprat?
Okay, were you going to kick Hawk?
Look, no,
No.
I don't think any kicking was going to occur, but we were annoyed with Hawk skate parking for a little bit.
Well, I saw that.
Scrims.
I saw that video about roster changes, the analysis, and it was saying that Hawk really should have been on wildcard. So.
We also saw that Hawk's ego's through the roof now.
Oh no! It already was too big. Like, how could it get bigger?
I don't know, that one guy. He's done it for him. So we'll see. Maybe he'll be the best player tomorrow. Hopefully.
Well, I hope more than just tomorrow. Like maybe the entire weekend. That would be nice.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well,
Get yourself into
them.
upper bracket. You know, get yourself into a top 3 at least. I think top 3s are going to get people into the major, not top 2s.
Yeah. I mean, wait, Sprite wants a drag.
Well, Sprat, we're running out of time. We've got 1 minute. So remember, these are quick interviews. You're not even there.
Yeah, 1 minute's more than enough.
Also, I don't have a way of displaying a clip or anything at the moment. So
I'll just show you.
all right, Zayd's in here. Hey, Sprat's in here. Sprat, what's up?
Hey, man. Yeah.
Great flex, Hawk.
Yeah.
All right, he's showing this. I'm gonna see if I can get it up on stream for you guys. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, pause.
Okay, I'm pausing.
All right, go.
I'm going.
Hey, bye.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, maybe
I
he
got
was
it, mate.
thinking that Zayd didn't have an extra touch on that one.
No, wrong. It came out of my mouth.
Maybe you should have calmed it better.
Yeah, comment better, Zayd.
You got to comment
Yep.
more confidently, Zayd.
Sorry,
Come on.
So,
Sorry. I literally said
Apology
solo.
accepted.
He literally instantly knew. He instantly knew. Hey, how you going, Mock?
Yeah. All right. We got to get the
Thank you, mate.
next interview
Have fun,
going, guys. Stop trying to
Alright.
take up all the time. There we go. Sprat just left. All right. Oh, thanks for coming on, mate. Thanks for coming
You're
on, Zayd.
welcome.
Hope you have a good weekend.
You too. I mean, if you're, might see you for an interview. On the week.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Well, Sprat's not doing it, so
Aw.
unless Hawk is,
What's up with Sprat not wanting to do interviews?
he's a bit insecure, I think.
Oh, that's fair. I'd be insecure too.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
He-
I'm kidding.
I don't. Why do you have PTSD, Spratty?
Yeah. We'll get the answer to that. Thanks for coming on, Zayd, and good luck tomorrow.
That's all right. Thank you. Bye.
Boy. All right, now we're going to get in Delusion. Hello, Delusion. How's it going, mate?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. A little bit sick, but just getting over the cold.
Wearing a mask.
Yeah. It's not me. It was my housemate who took a trip to Melbourne and decided to come back and infect the house with whatever it was. It wasn't COVID, but yeah.
Lovely.
How's your New Year's been? How's your year been?
Good. I work a lot now. I got
Oh,
employed at a hospital in a pharmacy, so I've been working there full time. I got a GoPro for Christmas,
Uh-huh.
and I've been snorkeling with it, so that's excellent. I'm sure you're very excited to hear that. And I went nowhere for New Year's because of COVID, so I went to bed at 9:30 after reading for 30 minutes. So I've had a very exciting life.
Does that mean you have to get up really early for work?
Yeah, because when you're only 20,
Yeah.
right, and you want to work in a hospital, you got to get the bum jobs. So my
Mhm.
hospital's an hour and a half drive from my house, so I get up at 5 every morning. But rise and grind. That's what we do.
Well, that also, I guess, is not a particular advantage to this weekend when it's kind of it goes on a little bit later, right? But the later rounds
Yeah.
will be at bedtime.
That's right. So I think it starts at 5 o'clock Sydney time. And so I had to say to my manager to if I could finish an hour early just to make it just on time.
Yeah.
And it was the most awkward conversation. I'm like, I've got an event on. I didn't want to say. I was playing car soccer. And she was like, whatever, that's fine. So I guess I'll make it. But
Oh yeah, because you're at Adelaide, so you're half an hour earlier.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 4:30 for me, and I finish at 4:30. And like I said, hour and a half to get home. So finishing at 3 on a Friday.
Uh-huh.
So I'm happy about that because I hate working. Actually, I don't. But I'm just lazy.
You hate. I mean, nobody really like loves like menial work, for example. So,
Yeah.
what are you doing in the pharmacy?
So I'm a technician. So I pretty much when charts come in, I key them in, and then I show them to a pharmacist, and then they send it off to doctors. I also yell at doctors and nurses all day because they don't know how to write scripts properly. So I also work on an emergency ward, so I go down there and restock their impress, and there's like a clinical pharmacist who's in charge of all the emergency patients, like has to know what medicines they're taking and if like the stuff they've been given is good.
Yeah.
So I like follow behind him and lick his shoes and love him so much. So yeah, my job's pretty good.
That's funny. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, thanks for the raid, Drad. Does that affect your practice for Rocket League? I'm assuming you've got less time now.
Oh, almost certainly. So, our team is like not as serious as it was with Lurky anymore. Lurky was like, in year 12, no job, so he was like playing all the time. Steve's in uni doing some really hard maths degree, and now that I'm working full time plus uni plus I have like this other job I do, we don't have much time, so we're only scrimming like 2 to 3 days a week if I can like sneak home. But like Zuko's okay with that, and Steve, it like works for us. So obviously we're not expecting to like go to Worlds, but it's good to just like have a team that is, I wouldn't say like casual, because like we're still competing obviously, and we're still scrimming, while not as much as other teams, like enough to be considered somewhat respectable. But yeah, it definitely has sacrificed the time. I'm certainly not a 16-year-old with nothing else to do at 4 o'clock till 2 p.m., 2 a.m.
Yeah, 20 years old, man. Time flies.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you're young, don't you?
Yeah, you were 16 at Gfinity, right?
Yes. So
16,
that was 4 years
17,
ago.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Days.
And what happened with Steve? Because he went and retired, and now he's back.
So he pulled a classic OCE, as everyone kind of expected. I'm not going to disclose too much because it's kind of personal, but essentially he was like, well, I'm not going to say like why he did it, but he came back because Zuko and I were like, look, we're not going to take it as serious this time. I have no time. Zuko's just happy to play with us because we're all good mates.
Yeah.
And Steve was kind of like, yeah, that's all right, fine, I'll do it. It was pretty juicy. It was weird because it was like me and Loki for a bit trying to like scrim with people, and then Loki got like this nuts offer from Damo and the Lols, so he went off to them, and then I was kind of on my own, and then I paired up with Zuko, and then Zuko was like, oh, surely I just asked Steve, and I'm like, no way. And then Steve said yes because of our points, like we were still 9th in the region, or was tied 9th, and that was pretty good. And so he was like, oh, there's literally like no, like I've got, he's not working and he's in holiday, so he's like, oh, I may as well just come back if casually. I know I said we weren't really casual, like we're still scrimming, but nowhere near to the degree we were on Rancid Rats. So yeah, that's the story.
Still think you're gonna like get some top 8s across the split?
Look, I think we can certainly surprise some people. I know Steve's like still nuts. I'm back in Batmobile, which is really exciting. I'm also using.
I wish somebody was on Fatmobile, but we'll take Batmobile.
Yeah. Wait, are you still using Fatmobile?
I cycle through it, yeah.
Oh, respect. But anyway, I'm using like my old settings that I was on Legacy when I was actually good, and I'm using my old Batmobile colors. So I'm just saying, if I pop off, like, kind of expected. But yeah, I think like we're decent players. Obviously, we're not 16-year-olds who are playing 120 hours past 2 weeks anymore. Yeah. I still think we can like sneak a few top 8s and just like squeeze like 8th place. I don't think like if we do make finals, like we're not gonna like go get past that first round. Like realistically, I think our peak is like 8th or 7th. But like we're happy with that. Like we're like old men now. We're veterans. So I think we can surprise some people.
Yeah, it is funny to think that you could consider yourself a veteran. Like definitely you and Steve. So I guess Steve has been around since before he even turned 15, which is awesome as well.
Yeah, so he's been around forever as well.
Technically, the youngest player to ever play in an RLCS match at under 15 without
Really?
getting banned. Yeah.
And they found out.
So, no, he was allowed to do it. So it was RLCS season 3. His team still had to forfeit, but they basically played a show match on RLCS. They played the match, but still had to forfeit because, you know, they didn't have a sub. But Steve was their sub outside of RLCS, and he was allowed to play just on stream, just for the sake of like not having a stream, an RLCS stream that's like half the length.
Yeah.
Because technically you're not allowed to forfeit RLCS matches because it affects the broadcast.
Not true. Like, what would they stream?
Yeah. Yeah, Siki was away for Easter weekend or something, so he couldn't play. And then they actually won as well with Steve, which was...
Oh,
but
was that on Corva Day?
Yeah, Corva Day.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Those were the days with Days and Siki and Daisu? Who was the third? Blitz?
It might have been Plitz at the time. Yeah, it would have been Plitz, yeah.
Yeah, wow. We're so old.
Yeah, good times. Good times. So I guess you probably have the best chance here against the Sussman. In fact, you're probably the favorites against the Sussman. What about Team Bliss? Do you think they've got a good target on their head?
So Teams Bliss is like a weird one because back with Lurky, we would like... I bet Cobbo's watching. Like, we wouldn't dominate them in scrims, but we certainly felt comfortable. Our two play styles are extremely opposing. So Cobbo and Vortex, they love sitting wide as second. That's just like their play style, and pretty much ours is just stack one side and like follow, use momentum rather than sitting wide like they do. So it was really interesting, like scrimming them and stuff. But obviously, like the last split that we played with Steve and Loki, like they beat us 3-0 for that qualifying match. Now they've got Zen, which is scary. I thought Zen was going to Asia, but I guess not. So I don't know, like they're better on paper, they're better logistically, they're better realistically. I think they're also better from last season, and I would argue that Snowy isn't as good as Zen, so they've actually upgraded. And I like Zuko's good, but I think we were probably better with Lurky, not because Zuko's like bad, but because we're practicing.
Yeah.
So I guess like they would probably beat us, but I don't think we're just gonna roll over and die. Like I think it'll be like 3-1, 3-2.
So in terms of like their wide play style to your close play style, is there somewhat towards, looking more towards intercepts or just challenging the play? What are you going to try and do naturally to shut that down?
So because they sit wide as second, it means they infield a lot. So obviously when we're like rotating back in defense, we're just going to go straight on that infield. That tends to cut that off pretty easily. When they're sitting wide as well, that player tends to stop moving, which makes him a really juicy demo. So we'll kill him there. And we'll just try to exploit the fact that they're not like positioning where the ball's likely to go, but instead like going, all right, you go wide, I'll go on the ball and you go behind me, like a very fixed, rigid play style. So we'll try, I guess, hit the ball down the line over that first man.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll just try and keep the play closer and really follow-y, for the lack of a better word.
Awesome. Is there with amongst all the other teams and the fact that the top 6 teams have stayed the same, is there like any team that you're really cheering for this season? Any team that you're good friends with?
Oh, I have to like actually think about the teams. So what, there's like Zayd, Hawk and stuff.
Yeah.
And Direwolves. Then Cobbo's team, and Riot. I like Direwolves. They're fun. They have a bad play style, but they're like I just love Fiber so much. It's unreal.
Why do you hate their play style?
Because it's dumb. I hope Misty's watching because it's like so fixated on the fact that they need to slow the play down and just like 1v1 everything to the point where it just crushes their team's momentum. And I felt like that was really what we exploited because we definitely upset them back in the day. Well, not the day, like in the full split. We beat them 3-2 because our playstyle was all about momentum. It's like BDS. It's about sending that third man, using the backboard, the crevices, keeping pace. Whereas I feel like they're just wasting... not wasting their mechanics, they're certainly exploiting their mechanics, but I feel like they could do a lot more if they allowed themselves to actually move in defense rather than going, all right, we've got a bit of time. I'm Misty. I'm going to catch it on my head. All right, Walcott, you stop moving behind me. Fiber, go back post, don't move. And I'll just like 1v3. Like, I feel like if they just like adapt a better play style similar to BDS or even like Renegades who are really fast and like momentum based, they could like really be threatening. And I also just want to see Fiber overseas. So yes, I'm rooting for Direwolves.
You got a hand in maybe doing some analysis. I'm in full agreement with you. I find their playstyle way too slowed down and solo play heavy. So you good. It was a good explanation. But we've run out of time as well.
Oh man.
Thanks for coming on. We'll do it again. We'll do another interview in maybe the next event or the event after. So thanks for coming on. Good luck with not just this weekend, but also with your medicine, with your pharmacy career.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, everyone. Love you all. Love you, Yummy. See ya.
Bye. All right, that was a good interview. I like him going in on that play style as well. That's it. All right, we're gonna have Superlachie in now. He's been waiting a couple of minutes. Superlachie, how's it going, mate?
Going good. How are you, Yummy?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How was your Christmas?
It was pretty good. Had my grandparents over.
Aw.
I haven't seen them in a year, so that was pretty good.
Yeah. You wait, which state are you in?
I'm in Sydney.
Okay. So maybe we got them in just while it was safe before everything
Yeah.
exploded. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty much.
That's yeah, it's also how's the team going? You guys looking good towards the next split?
We've got a lot of confidence. When we scrimmed GZ when they like a week after they came back from the major,
Uh-huh.
and we got literally like 8-0'd. It was terrible. We got smashed, and we were like all confused. We didn't know what to do. Because usually after we get smashed, we at least have an idea. We try something, and we like try and fix some stuff. But after that, it was just like we had no idea. So it was late at night, and I was like, I didn't call with I was like Shaw's, Fever, Fiber, and I was just there, and I was like, you know what, Fever's in. I'm just gonna ask him for a bit of help. So I asked him, and he went over some of our replays, and just helped us a good bit. So, and we then like put the stuff he's like gave us into what's it called, into Fiber, into our scrims, and yeah, we've been doing a lot better against everyone. So we've got a lot more confidence now.
I swear Fever coaches every other team. He's gonna regret that one day.
No, it was so important though, because friggin' it pulled Banana's head in, because every time we like tried to like do something, like work on something in scrims, I was always like, we need to play quicker. Let's try playing a bit quicker. And he was just like, no, we're not a quick team. We need to play it slow. And then I talked to Fever, and he's just like, you guys are more threatening when you play quick. Like, he doesn't know why we always slow it down, and it just doesn't work. And I showed Banana. And honestly, he was just look at the chat, all right? yeah, you're an idiot, mate.
Yeah, Banana Head is an idiot. This is another thing I was talking about. But that's how you did so well in Event 3, right? You were actually challenging, you were getting in people's faces, and you were not just like letting them have a million billion.
Yeah, we were quick, and we were passing, we were playing as a team. We're not dribbling everything in our half and getting dunked and perma in defense. It was actually, and we've been doing it in scrims, and well, I think we went even with Direwolves today, we went even with GZ, we beat Riot. You know, we're doing a lot better, and it's consistent.
Yeah. Well, good. I don't know how you unlearned that, because like you brought it out for a little bit there in Event 2 against Direwolves, kind of like those games 4-6 in that Game 7 series in the quarters. And I was actually assuming that was going to be like a problem, that Banana Head, or that you guys as a general, not Banana Head specifically, wouldn't be able to like continue playing that play style, that you wouldn't like figure it out, but you did. So it was very interesting to hear that you unfigured it out and then figured it out again, right?
No, it's because after we did it, we had like, what's it called? We had like a couple scrims. And it was like, we playing like a bit slow in the event. It worked for like 1 or 2 scrims, and then we got hammered like over and over and over again. And because of those 2 scrims, it was in his head like, no, we're not a fast team. We're slow. We control everything. And then once Fever said, you're more threatening when you're quick, I showed him, and I was just like, no, don't ever freaking complain to me again. I'm right, you're wrong. Listen. And it was like, it's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I think Fever again might be setting up his own downfall at some point here, because he does give a lot of good advice to teams and players around the region, and at some point it might end up with him staying home while someone else is over at the major. But do you think that's a good possibility that you guys could make the major this split?
I mean, it doesn't matter. The major's not going to be on. Let's be honest. I reckon we could upset GZ. I mean, I think Renegades are better than them. But I think with how we're playing now, I mean, Amphis was molding in our scrims because we were beating them. But I feel like we could maybe if we play like that on game day, because we've got a habit of playing like two ways, like scrims, and then on game day we're just completely different.
Yeah.
If we play on game day how we did in our scrims, we should be right.
Do you have a coach still?
We never had a coach. I saw a joke.
Okay, it was a joke. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he did sit in with us on like I think the one where we beat Dials at Game 7. He was in the call. He was just talking to us because String's just a good friend. He's just funny. So it's just good to have him in the call. But it wasn't actually like an actual coach thing.
Is that something that you want to get? I know you guys are looking for an org, right? Is part of that wanting to get a coach, or is that purely because you guys love that green money?
Bit of both, really. Like, we're always looking to try and improve. So if we get to like a standstill, like obviously if Fever didn't help us, we'd have been like at that standstill where we would have needed to look for a coach because we were lost. But if we get to a standstill, then we'd definitely we'd be on the lookout for that.
I guess a bit of a shout out here to the viewers. Right now, Fakidden are a very good pickup. They you should probably think about picking them up if you're an org and you're watching. I don't know if anybody would be watching from an org, but every now and again we do have a few of those people in. They're currently probably, I'd say, going to be coming top 4 on the regular. Does that sound fair?
Top 3. I mean, give us
top 3. Oh, look at this guy.
I'm confident.
Gets to the top 2, changes their playstyle by accident in scrims, immediately says top 3.
No, I'm confident. I mean, there's a reason we forward right and beat them by like 8 goals in the last game.
What's the reason? What's the reason?
We're better.
Okay,
that's
good.
the reason.
I hope that there's more churn in that top 6, and I'm expecting it, especially with people coming up and with Wildcard as well entering the fray. It's all going to be very exciting.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Mock with the new team.
You think that's going to be a strong team as well?
I don't know, because you scrim them one time, they're the best in the region. You scrim them the next time, they won't be top 8. So it's really hard to tell. But if they play like well on game day, then like I'd put them above Bliss, etc. All them.
Yeah. But what about above Juice Bandits?
Well, the 1v3 team, yeah, probably.
Okay. So you're kind of putting, well, you said Team Bliss and all them. I mean, who's all them really? Juice Bandits and
like maybe I feel like they'd be close with Bandits.
Yeah.
But I'd put over like Bliss, Delusion's team. Like they'd probably push to that like 6th spot. Like there's like Renegades, GZ, Astra, Direwolves, Riot. That's 5. Yeah, I feel like they could push like 6th and replace Bandits if they play well. But I feel like first event I'd give like before like I see them, I definitely favour Bandits a bit more than them, but I do think they're better than Bliss.
Interesting. How's it like now that you obviously disbanded in the off season, you've come back together, you've gotten through any issues there, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it was just inconsistency things really. It was like we were good and then we'd lose to teams we just shouldn't be losing to, and then it was just tilting. But then, we fixed all that, we think now, so hopefully the consistency will show and we'll be able to consistently make that top 3. That's our goal for this whole split, just to overtake Riot, become 3rd on the overall things. That's just a good goal in our opinion.
Yeah.
It's achievable. Obviously main goal, make the major, that'd be sick. But we want to take in the right steps. So first things first, just overtake Riot, and then that would be sick.
I think, yeah. So you've got Renegades above Ground Zero. So you think...
I mean, GZ beat OCE and Asia at the major. Renegades beat like what's it called? EU #1. They beat Sam. They beat all the better teams. So that's why I got them above them. Express is so good, by the way. Like honestly, he's been playing best on their team.
He was mad at the major. Has he been? He's been playing well in scrims as well.
Yeah, actually, I'd say so. He's been good. Really solid.
Awesome. I want to see that. I want to see like an event or a split where like Express is like the carry of Ground Zero. It would be sick.
He wasn't the major. He was the major carry.
Yeah, he definitely was. Yeah.
Major.
That was sick. It was awesome to watch. I think Fever's still probably up there as the best player from OC at the major.
No, yeah, by far.
But Express was definitely the best player for Ground Zero.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll interview again, Superlachie. But thanks for coming on. Good luck this weekend. And
Thanks.
I want to see this top 3. I'll be there
we'll
on
win one
Sunday
of them.
casting. So if you're not fighting for top 3, I'm not going to be seeing you probably.
Alright, don't worry.
All right.
We'll be there.
All right. Awesome. Money on the line. All right. Have a good one, mate.
You too.
All right. Beautiful. All right. Next up, we're going to have Cobbo. Hey, Cobbo. How's it going?
Good. How are you, David?
I'm great, Jacob Blacker.
Thanks, David.
Hey, the name Cobbo, does that come from your name, Jacob?
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
My IRL nickname's Cobb, so it just stems from that.
Yeah. You had that for a while, though, right? Like, who gave you that nickname?
Oh, mum and dad, like, when I was like 2 years old, I guess. I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah, you weren't worth 2 syllables, is what I'm getting at, right?
It's just easier to say. Sticks in your head.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. I remember when a little bit of story about my name when my parents named me. My dad refused to let me be named David, unless people called me David and not Dave. Now I don't give a shit. I have zero care, but that was like a condition that my dad had for whatever reason. So
Do you get called Dave much?
I've had like a couple of people in my life call me Dave, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just don't care. Like,
Yeah.
call me anything. So it's all good. Now, how's the team going? How's it going now that you got Zen on there?
It's fun. It's good. Definitely switched it up since Snowy. So myself, I've got like a total shuffle of how I play, so it's completely different pretty much. So it's just been something I've been learning in the off season, and we're working on getting a playstyle that's translatable to game day, because that seemed to be a problem for us in the past. So I'm pretty confident that we can get some upsets, but I know a lot of people doubt us right now, which is kind of an advantage.
Good. What's the change? What have you had to change?
It's very gritty now. I'm a very gritty player. I'm up in people's faces. You could probably ask anyone in the region, and they'd get tilted at me in our scrims and stuff. So.
Or Ground Zero, could just start trolling.
10-0 Ground Zero, no big deal.
Yeah, I mean everyone's done that at this stage.
Apparently, Lockie did it too.
Oh no, Ground Zero! Come on, guys, come on.
Stop trolling, man. It's serious scrim time.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess they did well enough at the major for their sake. I mean, they don't need more practice, do they?
Guess not. Not against OCE at least.
Yeah. From what I heard, they didn't troll against international competition, so that's
good.
That's yeah.
So they can do it. They can do it.
Yeah, it's possible, but not against Cobbo. Everyone will troll against Cobbo. Has Zed been taking like a bit more of a leadership role on the team?
We're definitely learning lots from him. It's kind of like a player coach type role. Like I'm still captain, and I still feel like I lead comms most of the time. But yeah, he's definitely there for like analysis and replays, and like leading the way in that sense.
Are you very replay analysis heavy team?
Yeah, we're very schedule based. So we have a pretty intense schedule every day, pretty much. So it usually goes for 3.5, 4 hours. So we're trying to take like every advantage we can get.
So like 2 hours of scrims and then like an hour, hour and a half of replays.
Yep. Yeah, so we do 30 minutes replay analysis to work out what our goal is for the night, scrim wise. We do like about 30 minutes of warming up, and then 2 hours of scrims, and we just like to chill out, hang out as a team, so we don't hate each other. Usually, if there's like some pressing issue that we found in the game, then we can bring it up, then go over it.
Yeah. Do you guys like play games outside of Rocket League together? Is that part of that hangout time?
Occasionally, but we all have our own friend groups, sort of. So after that, we just like to hang out, talk. The games get played, we do, but yeah.
Is it so? It's really important that you guys have like a bit more of a fun atmosphere.
Yeah. I don't think in game, like we're definitely very serious in game. But yeah, outside we make sure that we're like clearing up. There's no like hardships anywhere. Yeah. And very fun outside of scrims. Yeah.
Is that similar to how it was with Snowy?
Snowy was less of a talker, and he was super busy outside of scrims and whatnot. So it was rare for him to be able to hang out. So it's definitely picked up with Zen, and I think it's sort of translated to on the pitch as well, we feel.
So basically you hate Snowy because he's
I love Snowy.
Never
He's
hangs
my
out.
dad, man.
He's your actual dad. He's the one who named you Cobb.
He birthed me. just him himself.
Wait, why isn't he like here as like coach or something? He's your sub, right? Yeah.
He's a sub, but that wasn't intended. He was gonna look for his own stuff, but he didn't really find anything that was particularly worth his time, and I don't think he'd do the first regional. So we're just like, oh, you want to hop on as sub? Yeah. But there's no real coaching role because we got Zen as player coach, and we got 7-Eleven. He's doing like mental and everything, keeping us in check. So there's no real like room for him.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd love to see Snowy on the broadcast as well. I think he'd be awesome.
What a treat for our eyes, hey?
He always was fun in the interviews, so
yeah,
that's always a bit of a problem that he's gone. But how are you feeling about like where do you guys go this split? What's your prediction?
Like I said, a lot of teams doubt us, but I think that we've actually picked it up a notch. So I'd be putting us around Bandits level. Okay. With the possibility to go higher on our day.
Does that mean potentially above Wildcard as well?
We're pretty comfy against Wildcard.
Okay.
I don't think we've lost a scrim against them yet.
And
so, yeah.
What is like the upset potential against like Direwolves for Kid and Riot?
We are comfier against some teams there other than some of the others, but I'd say like a 30% potential.
And then Renegades.
If we're doing our thing, I feel like that we could take down anyone in the region if we're playing our style correctly.
But you just don't know if that's going to happen on game day.
Yeah. But our whole thing, like the last month, has been to make that as game dayable as possible. So we're hoping it works.
I feel like all three of you at times have had troubles converting to game day. Is that so? Now it's like a kind of a team effort because all three of you have had that problem.
Yep. We recognize that, so we've done like everything that we can.
What's like the major thing, like maybe outside of play style that that could help you there?
Very open. Like we don't mind bringing shit up and talking about it, and no one gets offended or there's no bad blood. So like in the moment, I feel like we're adaptable and we know how to fix things.
Now that Zen's in chat, what is the worst thing about playing with Zen?
Zen's a bitch. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Watch out though, he's now got the piercings, he's becoming a full-on e-boy, he's gonna take you down.
Man. I know.
Yeah. Seven's the only non-bitch.
He needs to bring back the white hair, I reckon.
Yeah, yeah, I think he was talking about it in his stream last night. Maybe like
God,
going for the plat blonde again.
that'd be kind of cute. Not gonna lie.
I think going Team Bliss colors would be pretty good. I think you should go for that.
Oh.
Yeah,
True. Might get some thoughts then.
yeah. I think you'd be down. Maybe all three of you should do that.
Put a dono go up on his stream or something. Maybe if we get top 2, we can do it.
You'd be home ridden for 3 weeks. Good. I mean, don't you know we're in a pandemic?
This dude's a fiend, I swear. He's out every weekend.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, when you are an e-boy, you got to do that, right? So
True.
to keep up appearances. All right, Cobb. Thanks for coming on,
It was a pleasure.
and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Yummy.
I'm a bit of a believer, sort of. Like I think you've been looking really good in scrims, but again, it's game day. That's the
game
big
day.
one. Yeah.
Yep, it's one big hurdle, but we'll try.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
Tough group, but try and get top 3.
We will.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya. All right. Beautiful man, Cobbo. Now, one last interview for tonight. We've got from APAC South #1 team, LCT. Mate, how's it going?
Hello.
Hi. I wish you were on webcam so we could see the chains. You were looking to get some piercings of your own now. Like your 200 kilograms of muscle. How's the gym? You getting good progress?
I've been slacking right now, but
Oh,
no, I've been like, I haven't went this week because I got my vaccine,
uh-huh.
so I'm planning to go back tomorrow, and yeah, just go every day from tomorrow, I guess.
Are you feeling a little sick from the booster or the vaccine?
Not really, actually.
Yeah.
The doctor just warned me to like not gym for 2 weeks, but
2 weeks.
yeah, that's why I was like, I'm just gonna go in like 3 days. I think that's good enough.
I'd wait 1 week for the vaccine itself to like be fully in effect. That's probably what they're talking about. 2 weeks.
Yeah,
not
I think
like
so.
a health thing, but yeah.
I read it up. It just worsens your worsens fatigue or some shit. But
Uh-huh.
I think I'm fine now, so I'm
Yeah,
just gonna go. Yeah.
You got to be able to deadlift like 150 kilos, so it's not easy when you've got a bung shoulder.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, APAC South. What a shit show. What a shit show of roster changes. Like, what's going on? What happened?
You asked me, I asked who, honestly. Like, once we got chaotic, like, it just went to fucking shit. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Is it because
I don't
you
know
got
what-
chaotic? You took chaotic, and then everyone's like, "Oh God, what do we do?"
No, not really. But like you know, slot machine, right? Bowlers,
Uh-huh.
Poofy, Fisio. Like, why did they pick up Fisio? They could have picked up like Kaizen.
Yeah. Well,
Like, why are they like all the rank S's are teaming with rank X's now?
yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they know something you don't, right? Like,
Maybe.
who knows? Or maybe they trialed together and they just felt comfortable. I always feel like that's a mistake, because you can always like generate synergy over time, and they probably shouldn't be expecting immediate results. But then again, that team can't scrim, right?
Yeah, true. Poofy is not even gonna play the first regional, I heard. So
Really?
yeah, so they're literally playing with Tank, Fisio, and Bowleries.
Well, Tank has done well as a sub before, I'm sure.
He's a super sub. He's so good.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
things will go well. You have them in your group. I felt like that was really painful for them because they're probably one of the top 4 teams, right?
Slot Machines in our group.
Yeah, at least according to Liquipedia.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun.
Glad
haven't
I
really
looked at it and you did. It's the one actually in that group. You're just like, oh, who cares? We'll just play whatever.
Like we haven't been scrimming like Asian teams, so we
Uh-huh.
don't know. how well they do.
Well, I heard you haven't been scrimming Middle East either.
Yeah, we haven't.
You try.
We haven't scrimmed at all this week either, actually.
Oh god.
We just like yesterday we got cancelled. Like every time we try to scrim, we always get cancelled on. So it's like, oh, I guess no scrims for today.
Yeah. You know that I'm assuming a large part of dropping Bollaries was so that you could go to the major, so you could scrim during the week, that kind of thing. Is that's not panning out?
No, yeah, definitely. That is actually the reason. Like, if Bollaries could go to the major, I'd keep Bollaries.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Because, like, even like Bollaries is still gonna be better, I say.
Then Chaotic.
Yeah.
You know he's your teammate. You gotta give him a few props there. Come on.
No, I mean like our chemistry is not there yet. Like
Yeah.
we're just so much better with Bollaries. Like
Mhm.
we've definitely like downgraded in chemistry, I guess. But then again, it's fine because everyone else has, right? So I feel like we should have a chance.
And you haven't been able to scrim like APAC North teams either?
No, actually no. We just tried to focus on like Middle East and Oceania teams,
Okay.
and Middle East always cancels on us, so
So it's just OCE.
yeah. And like Max is back in school now, so
Uh-huh.
he can't scrim like at certain times, so we always need to find like Middle East scrims because he wants it to be like after dinner,
Yeah.
so like 8 p.m. And OCE can't scrim because it's like 11 for them. So yeah.
Maybe just on the off weekends or something. Or then again, everybody's playing every weekend now, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, I guess the scrims are always going to be an issue for you guys, huh?
Yeah, I think so. If it's not Bollaries now, it's Max.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why does Max bother going to school if you could be a professional Rocket League player
Professional
earning
Rocket League.
huge bucks coming first in APAC South?
Huge bucks.
Yeah.
Huge bucks. Yeah.
I mean, if you just
I don't
make the
know.
major and win it all, you get a good cash payout.
I know, right? Why not just come first?
Yeah.
Come first in everything, yeah.
If you win a single event in NA or EU, you earn enough money as a team to run an OC or full double APAC event or Middle East event or SAM event. But if you win a major, you can run an NA or EU full event. Like, come on.
Oh, I can just retire or something. I don't even need to run anything.
No, that's the crypto that's going to make you retire.
Definitely.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah.
retire in like a bad way, I guess. Just break down. Well, cool. I guess over time you should be confident that Chaotic will be the right pickup, right?
Over time, we're definitely gonna get better. So, yeah. But then again, you can say that for anyone else. So.
Yeah, fair enough. Who's going to be like the high end teams right now in APAC? Obviously, you said you haven't been scrimming them, but just from the names alone.
For Southern.
APAC South. Yeah.
I would say like top 3 would be Okay Let's Go and Slot Machine.
Okay.
Yeah, and NSF. Well, top 4 Slot Machine, Okay Let's Go, and NSF, and us. And the others would be like way.
So
Like they're.
AHA, the old Azure roster, way lower.
Sorry, what?
The old Azure roster, now known as AHA, they'd be way lower.
Yeah, I feel like they would be. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Do you think it was well, I don't know what happened to Bunny Dummy. He's not on any team, right? So
No, because he left Asia.
yeah. Oh, he left like the country.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's crazy.
And
That's
now that they
absolutely
changed the bracket system, I don't think they're gonna come like top 2 anymore. They've just been getting like lucky. to be
Yeah,
honest.
but even then, like, if they weren't lucky, they would have been coming top 4, right?
Yeah, I'd say top 4 to top 5 depends how well like Okay Let's Go and NSF does.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like right now Slot Machine's definitely top 2, without a doubt.
Very interesting. I think this weekend's going to be like a really interesting one. I'm actually glad I'm doing the second day, and I think because all the seeding is like crazy since everybody disbanded, it's going to create some really interesting early matches, and they're going to be super important because they'll determine the seeding again for the next one. And
Yeah.
so there'll be some like really vital matches. Like I think we'll see like Slot Machine versus NSF maybe like early on in day 2, and and have a crazy flow on effect of that. So for APAC South, still have the snowball effect, even though it's not going to be Swiss.
Yeah, like imagine if all my predictions are wrong and like all the teams that I said just now just come like top 8 or something.
Yeah. Well, I think like even if they're the best teams, I think there's a good chance that they just verse each other in the lower bracket somewhere or something like that.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll go have a look at the groups for you as well, just to see if you've got any like 2 of the same in the same group. No, NSF are in their own group. Okay, Let's Go in their own group. And then obviously Slot Machine in your group. So you might find that because they're in their own group, that they should win pretty handily, are going to keep that snowball on from last season. They're pretty much guaranteed top 6 as long as they top their group. Well, they are guaranteed top 6 if they top their group. So there's going to be work to overtake those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. I guess, you talked just a little quickly about APAC North as well. I think they're looking stronger and stronger. APAC South looking a little bit weaker. But do you think you guys as a team still going to be confident to take down the playoffs?
The playoffs meaning the qualifiers?
Yeah, like the final one to get you to the major.
Yeah. As long as we just like improve rapidly, I guess. Because I'd say like for now, I don't think we can, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to improve rapidly. Because I've heard Realize is now teaming with Kanra in Tenho.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, they already have experience and like they work well together. So yeah, they're gonna definitely be stronger than when they were with Maru, I'd say.
Yeah, I also like the look of Nimpt now because they picked up Popo and instead of Ray, and Ray felt to me like a weak link, so they probably are going to be the number 2 team in my opinion.
Wait, who's in Nimmt?
Akikantsu, Shaolon, and Popo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shaolon's scary. Shaolon's a good player.
It's I think we're going to see a very, very strong performance. Like they might take a series off Tokyo Verdy in the split at least. I think we'll see that at least once, but
yeah,
whether they overtake Verdy, I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. But with a roster change, maybe. Yeah.
But I'd say like Tokyo Verdy's like on a whole nother level now. We just need to wait for Conrad to derust. Once he derusts, it's gonna be scary.
Do you know why he stopped playing?
Conrad? Because he had a job or something, and he couldn't put in a lot of time to Rocket League.
Yeah. Has he quit the job or something? I don't know. I'll have to ask.
I have no idea, actually. I think it's either he quit the job or he's still working, but they just won't scrim. You know, like how they were with Maru.